amigos, and welcome back to Otra clase de español conmigo, Ruth Darby. Presento un curso, and this is clase número 65. We are in Unidad 7 de Pasos. Mi curso acompaña, it accompanies, acompaña el textbook, el libro Pasos. En Unidad 7, we are doing repaso, which means review or revision, y ampliación. En clase número, see if you can get the number, 59, that was 59. En clase 59, we looked at physical descriptions. ¿Cómo es? What's he like? Es alto. Y es moreno. He's tall and dark. And if you wanted the word for handsome, that would be guapo. Bien. What we didn't cover was el pelo. Now, the way I remember pelo, well, peludo is hairy. What a lovely word that is. Peluqueria is a hairdresser. Peluca is a wig. But pelo is a little bit like peel, isn't it? So if you think of like a peach or something, peel, hair, pelo, well, funciona para mí. What works for me is when I tomar tiempo, toma un momento, and think of las conexiones. So, el pelo is hair. And if I want to describir a una persona, I might say what colour hair they have. Now, in English, we would just say she has brown hair, tiene, and then brown hair. In Espanol, they say she has the hair brown. So that goes like this. Tiene el pelo castaño. Bueno, castaño, we did los colores, and castaño isn't brown, is it? Marron or café, there are different words for brown. Castaño is chestnut. So if anybody knows Latin names of tree, castania, something like that, is a chestnut tree. So castaño is chestnut-coloured hair, brown hair. Tiene el pelo castaño. And there are otras opciones. Por ejemplo, yo tengo el pelo castaño, pero mi hija, my daughter, tiene el pelo rubio. Now we're talking about a female, mi hija, but we're not saying rubia because we're describing her hair, and the adjective rubio agrees with the noun pelo, and pelo is masculine. Entonces, yo tengo el pelo castaño y mi hija tiene el pelo rubio. ¿Entiendes? Claro que sí. Otros colores, well, you could have black hair, white hair, grey hair, and see if you can guess which is which. Mi madre tiene el pelo blanco y mi amiga tiene el pelo gris, ¿sí? Y mi hermano tiene el pelo negro. So, were you able to translate those? How would you say, my mum has white hair? Mi madre tiene el pelo blanco. And my friend has grey hair. Mi amiga tiene el pelo gris. Y finalmente, my brother has black hair. Mi hermano tiene el pelo negro. Now, there's one color which is missing, and that's, you know, for red-headed people or ginger people, I prefer to say es pelirrojo. And then we've got that one word and it describes somebody who's red-headed. So instead of saying he has red hair, we're saying es pelirrojo. And for a girl or a woman, una niña o una mujer, es pelirroja. Okay? Do you know someone who is pelirrojo or pelirroja? There's one more situación, and that is, what happens if you have no hair? Well, dos posibilidades. Muchos hombres shave off their hair, don't they? And then we say, tiene el pelo rapado. Okay, so that's shaved off. And maybe you didn't grow hair. You know, there was un nadador, a swimmer, famoso, que se llama Duncan Goodhue, and he never grew hair, or he didn't. I don't know if he never grew hair, but he didn't grow hair when he was un campeón. And that's bald, B-A-L-D, and that's en español, calvo, es calvo. O, por una mujer, es calva. Now, I don't know, no sé cómo conectar la idea de ser bald con calvo or calva. So that's one to anotar, apuntar, y memorizar. Keep testing yourself. Keep going back to el vocabulario. Other things that you might like to say about el pelo are, bueno, yo tengo el pelo bastante liso. And that means quite straight, liso. You might have wavy hair, and that is ondulado. So it undulates, doesn't it? Ondulado. Mi madre tiene el pelo ondulado. Y mi hermano tiene el pelo rizado. Now, can you guess what rizado means? Claro, rizado is curly. Now, we've had lockdown en Inglaterra y en Escocia, en el Reino Unido. Y mi hermano vive en Escocia, and he hasn't been to a hairdresser's. So, for the first time en su vida, mi hermano tiene el pelo largo. So what do you think largo means? He always used to have el pelo corto. What does corto mean? Ahora que mi hermano tiene el pelo largo, puedo ver, I can see, que tiene el pelo bien rizado. I didn't know, no sabía. My brother has curly hair. Bien. Now, that I think is all I have to say about el pelo. The only other thing I want to mencionar about our appearance is los ojos. Ojos. So it's spelled O-J-O-S. So we would want to say ojos or something like that. Pero no. La J se pronuncia H. Ojos. Yo tengo los ojos verdes. Mi madre tiene los ojos azules. Can you translate that? ¿De qué color son mis ojos? Bueno, verdes means green, and I think of verdant, like lush greenery, so tengo los ojos verdes. You might also have los ojos grises or los ojos marrones. This time we're not using chestnut, we're using brown, or los ojos café in Mexico, or they might say it like that. Y finalmente, unas personas tienen los ojos negros, black, como mi camisa. En el instituto donde yo trabajo, preparé trabajo, I prepared work por los jóvenes en mi clase, ¿no? And it was to help them to play Guess Who en español. I'm going to share el documento con ustedes via a link at the bottom of this video. So if you would like to, you can have a look at that. The first page goes through tiene, which means he has or she has. So you could ask, tiene los ojos azules, tiene el pelo corto. It also gives you the word es, which means is he or is she. Es hombre, is it a man? Es mujer, is it a woman? The next page gives you el pelo. So I'll show you the sheet. Look, I've given you some pelucas, some wigs there for you to draw faces, las caras, and to colorear, to colour in el pelo, according to el vocabulario, according to las etiquetas, the labels. On página 4 del documento, I've got some other vocabulario that you might use when you play Guess Who. Por ejemplo, bigote is a moustache. So you could say, tiene bigote. Barba is a beard. So you could ask, puedes preguntar, tiene barba. For the ladies or for the gentlemen, tiene pendientes, those are hanging earrings, or tiene aretes, which are stud earrings. Lleva, which means does he wear or does she wear, lleva collar. Yo tengo un collar aquí, this. Okay, before we get on to play el juego, or before you get on to jugar, to play, I put un diálogo, unas preguntas that you could use when you jugar adivina quién es. Adivina means guess, and I love it because adivinar, where I come from, means I don't know. And if you don't know, then you have to adivinar. So, funciona en el noreste de Inglaterra. Adivinar quién es. Quién means who, and es is it. So, adivina quién es. ¿Es hombre? No. ¿Tiene el pelo rubio? No. ¿Tiene el pelo largo? No. And then you're ready to go ahead and play Adivina quién es. If you print, you can make 3 copies. So una persona has 1 complete copy, which is 3 sheets. Una persona has another copy, 3 sheets. And put those copies in sobres plásticos, plastic envelopes that you can see through. And then you can mark them off with a wipeable dry wipe pen when you have eliminated people. And that makes it easy to play. And then the 3rd copy you need to cut up, put face down so you can choose una persona. ¿Vale? And then all you need to do is ask your questions para eliminar and see who can get to the right person primero. The very last sheet on el documento is a list of all el vocabulario, todo el vocabulario que ustedes van a necesitar para jugar Adivina quién es. And I think it's a really nice way just to help you to drill that vocabulario, to get el vocabulario quite fluent and get quite comfortable with it. So I do hope that you print it off and you enjoy it. And if you do, por favor, click like on the video, maybe leave a little comment about who you played with. Maybe you have somebody else en tu familia quien estudia o quien habla español y puede jugar contigo. I hope so. The next lesson is going to be a revision of a lot of the basics, los básicos. It's a long lesson and I'm going to do it so that there are muchas oportunidades for you to responder, for you to producir el español yourself. So do make sure that you tune in for that one. I will look forward to seeing you otra vez. Hasta entonces, amigo. Adiós.